Hi everyone, and welcome to our random podcast.
Hi.
So we thought for you new people, we'd give you a taste of what we do. We do all kinds of stuff. We don't have one niche. Niche, I think that's how you subscribe. Pronounce it. So we were just talking and we just came up with this idea, because it's so hot. It is hotter than it is in HE double hockey sticks. It is horrifying. So we thought to get our minds off the heat, especially me, because those that know me, I'm going to talk one day about my illness, because for the new people who don't know, but my son was going to ask me a question. I'm like, okay, hold on. Let's do a random podcast. So he didn't ask me yet, so he's going to ask me a question. Okay, and you guys remember my son, and he's 19, so he's an adult. He can make his own decisions to go on here or not. Okay, just got all that covered, and he's on here. Okay, so what did you want to ask me?
Hey, Molly.
Yes?
Where do you think would be the worst place to be taken on a date?
The worst place to be taken on a date? Well, you may ask where that question comes from, because I goof around my son. I said, I want to find an 82-year-old man who has never been married, therefore has no children, no grandchildren, no ex-wife, and probably at that age, nobody. Because, well, that will be for another time what happened to my marriage, and it included all of the above. Now, I'm probably kidding around about 82, because in the summer, yes, I may be totally debilitated, therefore 82, but sorry, I had something on my tongue. It's probably a little too old, quite a bit too old. I just goof around like 82. But the way the heat's getting me, he'd probably be in better shape than me right now. So I just goof around, but just a nice old gentleman. Now I forgot the question. What'd you ask me?
I said, where do you think the worst place is to be taken on a date?
Be taken on a date. Well, let's see. I don't even remember what a date means, because, for those who've been around know I was married for 25 long years, the best years of my life, that I gave to my husband, who just recently abandoned our son and me. So let me think. What is a date? Holy cow. And I've known him for 27 years, so it's been basically almost 28 years since I went out on a date. Let's think. Okay. Do. I don't know if we could do that. Let me think a minute. Skydiving.
Skydiving?
Yeah, what's wrong? What's wrong with skydiving?
I don't know, because that's just weird.
Weird? People don't go I know. I don't know. See what I mean? It's been so long since I've been on a date. I think that.
I think it would be a bar.
A bar? What's wrong with going? I mean, I don't like bars, but a bar is, I put a lot of thought into this. Why a bar?
It would just be weird for a first date.
Ah, you did not say a first date. See, my brain's already on. I've been going on a date. See, I'm so rusty at this. Obviously, I would not go skydiving, period. Not even with George Clooney with the red Corvette waiting for us if we ever come back alive at the bottom. And I definitely wouldn't go to a bar on a first date. Now that changes. See how one word can change a whole sentence. So I always talk about commas, not to you guys, but if you notice, if you write a sentence and leave out the commas, it is a big mishmash. Commas are important. But I'm not the grammar patrol, or what's it called, the grammar, who cares? I'm going to forget the topic we were talking on. I don't do good in this heat. Anyhow, okay, let me think a minute. On a first date, let me think. Okay, now that I understand it's the first date, I would not go out to a restaurant for dinner.
Why?
Well, because when you go out on a first date, if I could remember back in my memory, you want to have an out. If a person lied, if it's just bad situation, I mean, you want to meet in a public place, but if you're in a restaurant and, you know, you're kind of stuck because, you know, you have like an appetizer, I think, and a meal. I don't know, I haven't been to a restaurant in forever, but I would think that would be no.
Okay, so where would you go for a first date?
Where would I go for a first date? Again, back to my memory bank. Holy Toledo, it is so hot in here. Oh my gosh, you know, I should do a video on me. And then you have to see me how thin I've gotten. I'm already thin and I'm not going to show that, but anyhow, you'd see me. I'm putting my hoodie on, my hoodie off. I'm hot, I'm cold. My gosh, I'm burning up and I'm cold. I can't explain it how. Okay, what was the question? Where would I go on a first date?
Yeah.
Well, I'd probably say meet at our mall at Friendly's. But we don't have a mall anymore and we don't have any Friendly's. Because it would have to be a public place, you know, where it's safe. Let me think a second here. I would say an ice cream place, which, well, I don't know. We haven't checked. It's so hot we don't go anywhere because of my illness. Can't go out in the heat. We used to have 2 ice cream places close by, but I don't know. No, the one I know is, I don't know if it's a new business or it's out of business. And I couldn't go now. You can't go inside. So I guess I'm leaning towards somewhere where they have ice cream. And what flavor ice cream would I order if there was such a place left? You can go inside.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Yeah, so I guess on a first date, I would go in a place something like Friendly's. It doesn't exist. Where they have, no, it's kind of dangerous because Friendly's would have food. Wouldn't want to be stuck somewhere too long. I guess I'm really rusty at this. And I can't figure out, because it's been way long time ago since I've been on a date. So anyhow, if you, who don't have a significant other, were to be asked, where would you go on a first date? Where would you go? I'd be interested since I can't seem to think of a place. So anyone that, you know, I don't even know how people meet anyone nowadays because, you know, like where I live, our mall is gone. They turned it into a medical place. The one ice cream place I know is gone. All our Friendlies are gone. And when you meet someone for the first time, I would assume you would, you know, meet them in public. Well, I have the problem because of my illness, which I'll talk about in a different vlog. I can't go out in this heat. So even right now, this week, where it's in the 90s, feeling like 104, I can't go out of the house, period. But like if it was a cooler day, cooler to me is like 54 degrees, I could get into the car and go to somewhere and then be inside somewhere. But don't go by my restrictions, okay? So if someone asks you out on a first date, say you met them on the internet or I don't know where people meet each other, so you haven't met them, like there's no physical meeting. So, I don't know, even someone sent you on a blind date, let's say. Where would you go on a first date? I'm curious, since now my son got my brain working. Where would you go? And where you live, do you have places that are closed? Basically, it's a grocery store, I guess. I don't know. And the eating part of the grocery store, which is easy to get out of, you know, you can just get a bottled water or soda, and you can get out of there, you know, if it doesn't work out. But where would you go? Or where have you gone? So for now, thank you for listening to our, what's it called again?
The Random Podcast.
The Random Podcast with my son. And there will be more to come with him. He joins me sometimes for the vlogs, and he loves to taste test, which we should do sometime if the weather cools down. Because I can barely do anything. It's so hot. But let us know. I'm very curious. Aren't you curious now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let us know. And thank you for the new subscribers. And my brain is too hot to think. Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. Like,
comment.
No, you're supposed to say the part you say.
Oh.
Hit the
Notification bell when we post videos.
Okay, let's start again. I forgot. Don't forget to subscribe, like.
Hit the notification bell when we post videos. Share.
Comment. Share. Whoo, it's too hot. Yeah,
Pay
share
it forward.
Share our channel. The more people you share it with, the more people will subscribe. It's free to subscribe. Does not cost money. Just slam that subscribe button and share our channel. And when you share, when you like, when you comment, it puts it up in the algorithm, and the YouTube puts it out more to more people. So we can all work together so we can monetize this channel, because as I said, my husband of 25 years abandoned us, and we really need to subscribe so we can, pull my brain, I catching my drift here. I guess this question kind of threw me. That's why I can't think. But anyhow, don't forget to be kind to people. You don't know what they're going through. Pay it forward if you can. Share a GoFundMe, or give anything if you can. It's for my son. A bit for me, for my illness, but it's for him. I can do another thing about him, but there's a lot of things about him. I got 2,000 videos. Everyone can watch my videos. I got a lot of videos, but, anyhow. Make sure you make someone smile today. It'll make both of you feel better.
And before we end, would you do a long-distance relationship?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Do that in the comments.
Yes, would you do a long-distance relationship? So let's say that would be anywhere from an hour to many states away. That's a good question. Let us know. So, where'd you go on a first date? And would you do a long-distance relationship? This will be interesting to find out what you guys would do.
Yes, it would.
And I was going to do something at the end, and this heat is just, it's so hot. It's so hot. Hugs to everyone. That's your first hug of the day. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Now let's try the toodles word and see if it shuts off. Toodles! Okay, is it going to shut off or not? Let's see. Nope. Guess got to try it again. Toodles! Thanks for watching. Really? It's not shutting off. My goodness.
Let's try this again.
Okay.
Toodles!
Toodles!